Hello and welcome to The Knowledge, an encyclopedia of fascinating football facts. This week we head to North London as we talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur was formed in 1882 when boys from the Hotspur Cricket Club formed a football club so they could play sport in the winter, changing their name to Tottenham Hotspur in 1884 to avoid any confusion with another club, London Hotspur. A few years later, they became the only non-league team to win the FA Cup in 1901. Quite an achievement. From the past to the future, Spurs have finally moved into their new stadium, which is equipped with some state-of-the-art technology. In 25 minutes, the pitch is able to switch from football to NFL. Hydraulic sides lift up to bring the touch lines to the same level of the pitch, with the grass pitch retracting into a storage garage in the south stand, where it can stay for up to 10 days. The floor of the new stadium is made up of the crushed debris of the old one. The stadium has its own microbrewery and there's enough beer pumps to pour 10,000 pints per minute. And it's home to the largest single tier stand in the UK. I'm still thinking about that pints fact. Bill Nicholson took charge of Spurs in 1958 and went on to become the club's most successful manager. He guided the team to major trophy successes 3 seasons in a row in the early 60s. The double in 1961, the FA Cup in 1962 and the Cup Winners' Cup in 1963. He signed Dave Mackay and John White in 1959, 2 players who were influential in the double winning team, as well as signing Jimmy Greaves in 1961, who went on to become a legend for the club. In 1919, Arsenal took Spurs' place in the First Division. It was hugely controversial, with accusations of bribery. And to make matters worse, on the day it happened, the club's pet parrot collapsed and died. The parrot had been a gift from a ship's captain as the team returned from a 1908 tour of Argentina and Uruguay. Some say the phrase "as sick as a parrot" originated from this incident. The first ever substitute appearance in the Premier League goes to Spurs goalkeeper Erik Thorstvedt. He replaced Ian Walker in the first game of the campaign in 1992. Here's another record for you. The 10,000th Premier League goal was scored by Tottenham Hotspur's Les Ferdinand in a 4-0 win against Fulham in December 2001. That's a lot of goals. Another first for Spurs, this time transfer history. In 1978, 2 members of the 1978 World Cup winning Argentina squad, Ricky Villa and Osvaldo Ardiles, were transferred to Spurs. This was big news, not only because of the quality of the players, but also since it marked the end of a ban that had been in practice for almost 50 years in English football concerning foreign players. A ban on foreign players had been in place for almost half a century, following Arsenal manager Herbert Chapman's attempted signing of Austrian goalkeeper Rudi Heden in 1930. Chapman's intentions had been met by a volley of opposition. One senior Football League official described the approach as repulsive and offensive. Foreign players could only play in England if they had lived here for 2 years first. For example, German goalkeeper Bert Trautmann qualified through time spent in a prisoner of war camp in Lancashire. But in 1978, European lawmakers decided the ban was illegal and Spurs scooped everyone by bagging 2 of the world's top talents. Serious deal making. Spurs are quite often mocked for their lack of silverware, but did you know they have collected at least 1 major trophy in each of the 6 decades from the 1950s to the 2000s, an achievement only matched by Manchester United. In total, Spurs have won 2 league titles, 8 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 7 FA Community Shields, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup and 2 UEFA Cups. And don't forget, Spurs were also the runners-up of the 2018-2019 UEFA Champions League competition. What trophy did they get for that? Oh yeah, nothing. Since the 1921 FA Cup final, the Tottenham Hotspur crest has featured a cockerel. Harry Hotspur, after whom the club is named, was said to have been given the nickname Hotspur as he dug in his spurs to make his horse go faster as he charged into battles. He was also said to be fond of fighting cocks fitted with spurs. Lovely. The club used spurs as a symbol in 1900, which then evolved into a fighting cock. A former player named William James Scott made a bronze cast of a cockerel standing on a football at a cost of £35, and this 9-foot 6-inch figure was then placed on top of the West Stand at the end of the 1909-1910 season. Since then, the cockerel and ball emblem has become a part of the club's identity. Well, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you learned a thing or two, or if you'd like to teach us something, please leave a very interesting fact in the comments below that we managed to leave out somehow. Also, before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of talkSPORT's brilliant YouTube videos. See you next time.